right, 10.2, 10.1 you can take a look at in your book, but it actually talks about collection techniques of collecting data. 10.2 starts talking about organizing data. So 10.2 is, or 10, chapter 10 in general, is our discussion of statistics. So we're going to take a look into a little bit of statistics. There's some really interesting things in this chapter. The three sections that are the longest are 10.2, 10.3, 10.4, and 10.5 is relatively brief. So 10.2 talks about displaying data. And the first thing we're going to talk about is pictographs. So pictographs should be near and dear to your hearts because many of you want to work with really young children. They use pictographs all the time. So, well, at least in their math classes they do. And so pictographs are a really common representation when you're working in the younger grades. So here's an example. An automobile club of America considers a holiday weekend that starts on Friday at 6 p.m. lasts till Monday at 6 p.m. You're going to have a very sad statistic. But we're going to work with it anyway. It says 150 people die on such a weekend by 6 p.m. Saturday, 80, and then again by 6 p.m. from 6 p.m. Saturday to 6 p.m. Sunday, and then 100 from 6 p.m. Sunday to 6 p.m. Monday. And we're going to draw a pictograph of the data. Okay, so this is what we have going on. So I'm going to work with a couple of things. The first thing is I'm going to work with some of the different tools at the top to draw graphs. And I'm going to do more with graphs in this section and some of the tools that Smart Notebook has than in the other sections. I think that will do, of course. In fact, I'm going to probably need 3. And I need to have, anytime we work with a graph, there's some components that our graphs need to have. One of the components is they need to have a title. You need to say what in the world your graph is a graph of. And then you have sort of a legend that says how to interpret the information. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to label our graph. So this graph is a graph of the deaths on a holiday weekend. That's what my graph is a description for. I don't care whether you put it below it or above it. It makes no difference to me. As long as you've got it on there, we're all going to be happy. I also need to talk about what my legend is. I'll do that one in a minute. There's different descriptions here. One description talks about things happening by 6 p.m. Saturday, and notice it started on Friday at 6 p.m. So we're talking about from Friday 6 p.m. to Saturday 6 p.m. So I'm going to call that Saturday. I'm going to use the ending description as my describer for the different parts. And then we have from Saturday to Sunday, so I'm going to call that one Sunday. And then we have from Sunday to Monday, and I'll call it Monday. So those are my 3 different defining attributes of this description. I have some different numbers here. I have 150. I have 80, and I have 100. There's lots of things you could do. Literally, you could do tally marks if you want to, but I don't want to make 150 tally marks, do you? Probably not our best bet. We can group things together with some kind of a picture that we're able to subdivide. That's another option. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a tool, heart. Makes the problem a little bit less gloomy, maybe. And I want this heart to represent a certain number of people, but I don't want it to be one person, because then I have to draw 150 hearts. And while the cloning tools on the board are fabulous, it's still not a good use of my time. So what would you like to let the heart represent? How many people will this heart represent? Whoa. 50? We've got to be able to make the 150, the 80, and the 10, and the 100 usable with whatever we describe. Either 10 or 20 is probably your best bet. What do you want to do? Oh, what did I do? Oh, I just made it 2.
Let's do 10.
Do 10? Okay. 10 people. So if I do 10 people with my heart, then how many people, or how many hearts that is, need to go up here next to Saturday? 15, right? Because I have 150 people that I'm supposed to be representing. I want to do infinite first. Yeah. I should have left them tiny because I need 15, so you guys decided to make them a lot. Alright, so there's 4. Here's 5. Add a space. So pretend that this continues on, but I'm out of space, okay? It should go next to us. Here's my 15. They should all be in a row together.
15 hearts if you're on Saturday.
All right, how many hearts am I supposed to have then on Sunday? 8. Well, there's 5 of them. They should line up because you want to be able to compare them. That's why I say that this is not good because I should have the 5 over there. They should compare up. And then I need 3 more, right? There we go. 8. And then how many do I need for Monday?
10.
I need 10. All right, pretty close anyway. So there's my 10. Okay, so this is a pictograph. Kids use these in school. They use them to look at a pictograph and then describe information. They use them to take information and turn it into a pictograph. So you use them back and forth in young grade school stuff all the time. All right, so pictographs, good? Okay. All right, this other one, and we'll get to her next time, is a very similar kind of a feel to a pictograph, but we do it in a little bit different way. So we will pause right here after pictograph, and we'll pick up on Thursday next week with 10.2. On Tuesday next week, we will have a
Yes.
Yes, thank you.